Hello and welcome to the Long Island Weather Update. Won't be as long as it usually is tonight because I'm home later because there was a fireworks show. But you can see hazy. It wasn't that humid, but the air quality was bad. We had some smoke around and really kind of a crappy looking sky. Yeah, you'll see some stuff. You'll see some video from the fireworks show at Rockville Center, which is absolutely amazing. A little later on when I get to it. But let's talk about what today's weather was like, and you'll see here that. We did have a lot of, look at that smoke there. I'm going to dial this back a little bit. Yeah, you can see all the smoke, this wildfire smoke that we have mostly aloft, but definitely creating for very hazy skies. Not a very nice looking sky at all due to all this wildfire smoke. And there's plenty of it around. We'll look at the CONUS here. Review. And you'll see plenty of smoke around, some from out west. So there's a cloud of smoke over there. There's, air quality. The only area that really has good air quality may be the south. That's about it. But yeah, there's smoke from coast to coast. Let's look at what our highs and lows were for today. We'll go to the climatology first. Islip managed to get to 90 degrees today. It's pretty hot. Low of 70. 5 degrees above normal for the day, 7 degrees above normal for the high. Central Park got to 90 as well, low of 75, and 5 degrees above normal there. And that's not a surprise because we had a very weak wind flow today. It was west, and then it became light southeasterly. So, and we got an excessive heat. I believe we still got an excessive heat warning now for much of New Jersey. Air quality alerts and heat advisories for much of Long Island, except southeastern Suffolk as we enter the heart of this heat wave. Right now, temperatures are 77 degrees at Islip with a dew point of 72. Generally that's what we got. Dew points have gone up tonight. Definitely felt the increase in the humidity. However, earlier on today, the humidity was a little bit lower. So if we go back, you'll actually see in the afternoon, we actually had dew points, even though it was hot. The dew points were we got to dew points in the 50s for a little bit today. So there was some, drier air that tried to work in today for a little bit, but now we're going to be dealing with the humidity. So let's look at the map here, look at the highs today. Highs generally around 90 across Long Island, New York City, New Jersey, a little bit warmer with low 90s. Lows, 70s pretty much. So we do have the heat advisory. That's in effect for our area through 10 p.m. Tuesday. And air quality alert also in effect as well, no surprise. And excessive heat warning for much of New Jersey, south of the Raritan, so that does include Ocean County. It's going to be pretty hot there as we start dealing with this heat. So let's go and look at our models here. You'll see we've got the ridge here, and that ridge is going to keep us if we look at the upper air here for a moment, which I'll briefly do here, you'll see we got a pretty strong ridge, but that does give way to a trough as we get toward the later part of the week. But then in the long range, you'll see there is some troughing. So it does look like there is going to be a change in the pattern. I usually do an outlook and talk about the long range, but because it's so late, I'm not going to do that tonight. We can talk about it maybe another night this week. But we will see relief after this. Let's look at, now that you see that we got the ridge, let's go look at the surface on the GFS, and you'll see here that we'll stay in that ridge position with that southwesterly flow, which is going to definitely bring in warmer air. But then we do have a cold front that comes through and high pressure that will build in for later at the end of the week that will bring cooler weather to our area. So let's go look at the latest HRRR. 0 the HRRR. As far as their showers, there were some showers and thunderstorms that actually did develop over New Jersey today. That could happen. It doesn't look like it's going to happen tomorrow, but it could be an isolated shower thunderstorm just because of how this air mass is. We could see that overnight as well into the evening. And then for Tuesday, you'll see that happen again. So an isolated shower thunderstorm. You'll see the wind direction there. It's going to stay from the southwest, that westerly component. We see that westerly component again tomorrow too, which means it's going to be hot. Even on the island, we'll see 90 degrees. It does try to, again, have some of that drier air, some of that lower humidity, try to work in. And then for Tuesday, you see again, maybe a little more of a breeze on Tuesday. At least it'll help a little bit. But you see, if you look to the west, it's mostly a westerly flow. So that means it's going to be pretty hot inland. So it's now temperature's not dropping much tonight. For tomorrow, you see it's going to be very hot, and Jersey could hit it close to 100 degrees, though it is keeping us a little bit cooler, I guess, because there will be a sea breeze. But I still think a lot of Long Island will see 90 degrees or better before sea breeze is coming in later in the afternoon. South Shore, best place to be, of course. Not dropping much tomorrow night, and then look at Tuesday. This is going to be the worst day. 100 degrees is very likely in New Jersey. And I think Nassau County, you're going to have mid-90s, I think. Where we are, we're going to have possibly upper 90s. It's going to be a real test for the setup I've got here. And, but sea breezes will be maybe a little bit better, but only on the South Shore. You're only going to feel it on the South Shore. That's it. That's the only thing the only relief you're going to feel. Going to the GFS, you can see also these warm temperatures as well. It's very, very hot, I should say, temperatures. Tuesday is going to be the worst day. And then Wednesday is also going to still be on the hot side. Temperatures close to 90 degrees probably on Long Island again. So we definitely have a heat wave, I think, for islip. Looking at the dew points here, it'll definitely wind up being more humid. But as you get to a Thursday, see that front come through and bring in the drier, cooler air as you get to the end of the week here. So you see Thursday, the temperature is much cooler Thursday, and Friday, mid-80s. I mean, it'll still be warm, but it won't be nearly as oppressive as it's going to be the next couple of days. We have the worst heat that we've seen so far this summer coming up now. So let's look at the RGM for skies. And obviously, this is just going to show the clouds, not the smoke. I'll have to run the smoke model for that, but you'll see here that we do have. We'll have some jet chunk like we saw today. Hazy conditions. Won't be a very nice looking sky tomorrow. Tuesday, probably more of the same deal until we get to this front through that might bring a better air mass through. But again, I'm going to try to talk about that another night as we get toward. We'll see. I'm not going to look at that. I'm tired. All right, so let's go to the RAP, the smoke model here, 21Z. And we'll just run the vertically integrated smoke. And while that's loading, I'll go to the Climate Prediction Center so we can look at what the CPC has. And you can see 6 to 10 day, the above normal is not nearly as high, near normal precipitation. And then we go to the 8 to 14 day. Actually, this is the 6 to 10 day. So you see near normal, slight above normal, but definitely a cool down. But the west is going to stay hot. Precipitation levels near normal, above normal in the south. So let's look at the smoke models now. Lastly, and this will show what we have coming up. I mean, the smoke was worse than I thought it was going to be today. Do we get a break tomorrow? Still showing some smoke around. Maybe Tuesday. I don't know, but I don't see it really because you still got a lot of fires going there in all over the place. So that's going to wrap up this Long Island weather update. Thank you for watching and have a good night.